So, just for a moment, let me talk to all my students. So, you are a current student in the world of beauty. Maybe it's a cosmetology school, maybe it's high school, even. Maybe it's barbering school or even aesthetics. Understand, I know it's hard. We all do. Those of us that are licensed or have completed those hours, we know how tough it can be. We know how difficult it can be, and we know that it can get tough to finish. I know people that have like 100 hours left and they are not finishing, okay? But for you guys, I want to not just encourage you, I would like for you to understand that where you are right now, it's a part of your story. It's a part of your journey. Yes, it is tough, but everything that you need to be learning is so important. So maybe I don't have the educator that's going to give me all the things I want, but most likely they're giving you what you need. So you want to be so open and be able to take in that information, jot down the information. We will swear that we can remember. Oh, I'll remember it. You won't. Science says that it's really important for us to not only write down information that's important for us to remember, but rehearse it, not just to ourselves, teach it to someone else. Science says that once I begin to teach the information that I'm trying to learn to someone else, I retain 90% of that information. That's a big step that a lot of us skip. So because we skip it, we only retain about 50% of this information. And the outcome is that the state of Texas only has about a 50% success rate in licensure. Wow, I know. It's mind blowing because 50%. So you mean all that tuition that people pay to go through that educational process, several of them don't finish, and then several of them finish and don't test. And then only 50% of the people that actually test are getting licensed. Yeah, you heard right. So it's extremely important that we make some changes in education so we can retain better and raise the percentage of people that are becoming licensed in this industry because the effort is there. We're paying the tuition. We're going to school mostly, but we're not finishing. So we got to do something to make sure that we are taking care of the business because anything that we start, we ought to finish it. And anything that we pay money into, y'all, it is so important that you at least get out of it what you're putting into it. Tuition can be anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 all the way up to $25,000 for cosmetology. I've worked for brands that easily charge $25,000 for their tuition. So how crazy is it for those people, $25,000 in, not to complete, not to make something out of what they've invested? So I truly encourage you, students, to make a difference in your learning. Do not depend on your educator for every little thing. Your educator is going to give you this much, and you've got to turn it into this much. But that's your responsibility. So you've got to take that ownership and make it what you need to make it. Your education is important and it won't stop here. So if you don't make the most of your education, you're not going to get the most out of your education. So be sure to do your part. Do more than your part, okay? Keep in mind, your educator already has their license. So they don't need the license anymore. You do. So you got to do even more than just meet your educator halfway. You got to push. You got to get through it so you can be the successor, okay? So that is just for you guys that are in school, whether it is high school, whether it is a private industry school. Make the most of your education. Get in your textbooks, get in your study guides. Make sure that you guys are looking at the different resources, which I will definitely help you with, making sure that you have every connection that you need. Now, for my newly licensed professionals, I am so proud of you for making it this far. You are so close to where you always dreamt of being. I absolutely love it. So now you're licensed. You see that paper that you've got to have right there at your station, along with that Texas, your handbook for the state of Texas, making sure that it is mandatory, remember, to have it right there in your salon at your station. But it's so important that you guys stay connected to a community of people that are in your shoes because you are not going through this alone. This can be difficult. It really can be difficult. Starting any business can be difficult, but there are things that you can do to really stay connected and to continue to grow in this industry. Now, of course, being newly licensed, you're looking at things like renewal in a couple of years. That's coming up. That couple of years is going to be here real, real fast. So, with that happening, let's go ahead and start looking into continuing education. Why? Because I have to complete 6 hours of continuing education in order for me to renew my license. The main question a lot of you ask is, well, do I have to wait for 2 years to complete that? You don't. So you can complete that anywhere in the 2 years. And now when it's time for you to renew, you just pay your renewal fee and you're done. Now I don't have to worry about my license lapsing or expiring when I could be putting myself in a situation that causes me to be fined or to ultimately lose my license. So I want to make sure that I'm good. Okay. So that's the first place that I want to start with you guys. Make sure that you create a note, something on your calendar, a reminder to keep you in the loop. There are different places that you can find continuing education, but TDLR is a great resource because any place that you get continuing education from, you got to make sure that they are registered with TDLR. If they're not, you just wasted time and money, and we don't have any of that to waste, right? Okay, so we want to make sure that you are prepared to continue to go. Another thing is, I just want to make sure that you guys know, just in case something goes on where you are needing to take a pause, or there's something that, some reason that you are needing to come out of the salon when you just gotten in the salon, I do want you to make sure to study TDLR's handbook. Remember, you guys can pause that license if it's absolutely necessary, but don't let it lapse. Don't let it expire, because I have people that have been licensed for years and years that let theirs expire, and now they're having to completely retest to get that license back. Can you imagine when you just went through all of that? Yeah, we're not doing that, okay? So we're just going to make sure that we do things decent and in order, so that way it helps us to meet opportunity with preparedness. And then guess what? That's how we reach success. So my newly licensed people, I am here for you. I'm so excited for you to be getting started, really, really started in this industry. I promise we're going to help you to get where you're going. And then lastly, my veterans, honey, listen, I know so many that have been in this industry literally 50 years and we're still kicking, because this industry we know is not going anywhere. We're not either, right? And that's great. But again, we want to stay relevant, and we want to make sure that we are giving everybody what it is that they need, whether they are in our age group or whether they are younger or even older. There are some people still getting a good roller set with a back comb and hairspray for the hairspray gods, right? However, we know that our younger kids are getting what? Ponytails. Okay. So we want to make sure that we are so well rounded that whatever money walks in our facility, guess what? We're prepared to take it. Okay. So I am so excited to see all of you here in this very community that is going to make our industry absolutely great again. Just watch and see.